Oh my god. What the hell? The 1989 Mercedes-Benz 190e, and back in the day they used to come with a 2-litre petrol engine, but now it's 2025 and this one has a reeky diesel in it. My name's Abby and this is my Mercedes-Benz 190e with a turbocharged 2.5 litre OM605 engine. But you might ask, what is an OM605? Well, this engine is the 1JZ of the diesel world. Now, my original plan was to always buy a 190e, drop a 1JZ into it because that would be a sick build. But that's extremely expensive. I don't have that kind of money and I just searched for the next best thing. I seen a lot online about OM605s and OM606 engines, and then this one came up on eBay and I just was like, it's meant to be. I had already planned that if I bought a 190e, I was going to put an OM605 engine in it. Then this one came up on eBay and I thought, happy days. I wanted an OM605 engine because they're easily tunable, cheap and super affordable, and you can get some serious power out of them. Some are making 500 brake horsepower plus. And a couple months ago I had an itch. Not the dodgy kind, but I really wanted to build another show car, and the Abbey in 4 months' time is probably going to regret this decision very much, but sure, fuck it, we'll go with it anyway. For any of you that clocked this, that's from that. She is reeky bossy. I was looking for a base for my project car. I came across this one that already had an OM605 engine in it. Happy days, I said. That is fantastic. That's going to save so much time on the end goal. But boy, was I wrong. We flew to Brighton, drove at 430 miles home with the dodgiest gearbox that I've ever came across. But that's all led us to where we are right now. She's in the unit. She's ready to be completely transformed into a show car. Oh my god. We built a BMW and we built an Audi, and it was only right that we ended up going down the Mercedes-Benz route because it's just something that we haven't done before. I did used to own one of these previous, but it was a short-lived thing and I bought it when it was already modified. So I've always wanted to get my hands on something where I've been able to do my own flair, and this baby is it. And as you see, she doesn't run right. She has a vacuum issue, she has a gearbox issue. The gearbox issue is 100% because I always wanted a manual to convert this anyway. I never really wanted an auto box. And now it was a bit of a shock to the system whenever I went to collect it that it didn't work right. But nevertheless, we'll get through it. So I'm currently on the hunt for a gearbox. But other than that, the engine never skipped a beat on its 430-mile drive home. The engine was never the issue, it was just the gearbox, as we had 3 breakdowns with it. But the engine, I feel like we've got a good one. But my plan for that is though just to completely take it out and strip it back whenever we're taking the gearbox out and just start again. I mean, the wiring is definitely a bit messy and there's a lot under there that could be tidied up, which we'll get to. But that is about the only thing on this car that is in good working order is the engine, because if we take a look at the bodywork, it definitely needs some TLC. Now we'll just start with the fact to open the bonnet, you gotta pull this cable here. We've no wiper for our headlight. This is looking a bit tatty. The paintwork is dull, the handles are dull. There's rust in parts where you've got it around the sunroof. Other than that, there's only one other bit of rust on the wing and that's it. We have lacquer peel all along the rear arches, but all of that doesn't matter because there's big plans for this 190, so you're gonna have to stay tuned. And let's not forget about the interior. If we take a look in here, the front seats have a little bit of worse for wear. Other than that, back seats are in really good condition. Now, it's doing 190 things. If you have a 190, you'll know that the door cards come apart. That needs fixed and restored. Originally, I probably would have changed the interior of this completely, but I absolutely love it and I fall in love with it, so I think she's going to stay. Now, this car lay up for 2 years before the owner sold it, so yeah, it's to be expected. It's going to be worse for wear. I don't mind the challenge. I like to constantly try and push myself to do the next thing. So I'm quite excited to try and tackle this. There's going to be a lot of things on here that I have never done before. So with it being a 1989 car, the thing I'm worried about the most is underneath. So we're going to get it up on that ramp there, take a look underneath and see what we're up against. Emergencies. Tell me when before I hit the roof. Can't see, it's too small. Right, let's take a look. I see rust. Oh no. To be fair, that's not too bad though. What a POV here. That's my forehead. Here, it looks alright. Oh dear. Oh, I didn't spy that bit. Oh, because that bit was hiding it. I was like, oh, it's fine. The guy I bought it from did say that underneath it was super clean, but like, how are you ever meant to tell until you have it on the ramp? Like, but yeah, it actually is, which I'm quite impressed about. That's just one less job to do out of the 500 that we have to do. You know what we've just came across as well? So, full stainless steel exhaust system right from the turbo. The whole way back. Sick! It's just gonna sound fucking racy. Think of the 190. Oh, okay. Suspension in the front is actually not something that I've ever seen before. So the shock and the spring are separate. How weird. So not only do I want to restore this Mercedes, I want to restore it and make it into a show car and something that's show worthy of Europe. Now, I'm from Ireland, never been to a show with my car in Europe before. So I think the standard of Europe is extremely high. I mean, like, it's getting so much better here, but like, Europe's just a different level, isn't it? And that's going to be my aim for this, is I want to create something just unbelievable. But I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what I bought. So let's go. So I've already got my first modification and it's something that I've never done before. So you are all probably going to know that show car, you go for bags. Well, this time we got hydro. Now, I ever installed hydro before? No. Have I ever had hydro before? No. But I feel like it's just period correct for the car. So yeah, I'm super excited to see how that goes. I think it's going to be a lot different than installing air suspension, but that is the first modification that we'll end up doing after the manual gearbox conversion. But guys, like, I can't tell you all my secrets that I have planned for this because I don't even really know what's going on myself, but I just know that by the end of it, it's not going to look like this. It's going to look completely different. Guys, I'm not a professional car builder whatsoever. There's going to be a lot of firsts in this for me, and I'm going to take you guys along the whole journey, the good and the bad. Like, I even plan to paint this car myself. I mean, I can prep a car for paint. I did that for the BM, but I can't paint. I've never painted anything in my life. I've primed and that's it. And I'm also going to go through all the costs and how much it's going to be to build this car from scratch. This car costs 3,500 and it costs 400 quid to get home. And if you want to see that, make sure you like, subscribe, share, do whatever you do over here on YouTube. This is my first ever YouTube series. I've never done one before. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Bye.